Yeah, good morning. Okay, let me explain today the cluster creation process through Terraform. Okay, then I'll explain the different things also. Okay, let's go to servers. Okay, so let me access the terminal. Okay, so let me create a directory project. Okay, let's go to project here. So what you need to do, I'm explaining now. Okay. So guys, understand the project folder structure first. Okay. The first one is a Jenkins pipeline code. Second one is backend code. This is front end code. This is EKS Terraform means through Terraform create a cluster. Next, Kubernetes files means deployment service, whatever. You can ignore this MySQL. Next, Terraform main EC2. That means Terraform main EC2, if I run this, you can click on this, you are able to see a different files, IAM role, IAM policy, install tools.sh, jumppost.tf, and something and all. If I run this folder inside Terraform run, I'm able to create a RDS and one server, a Jumppost server. From this server only I can control everything. So in this server inside, I'm installing Kubernetes.sh means kubectl, eksctl, and install tools.sh, installing Git, Jenkins, Terraform, if required, kubectl, eksctl, Helm, everything, Docker, Trevi, everything, the required packages I'm going to install. Okay. So if I run this Terraform main EC2, so VPC also create, subnets also create, everything will be created. Background network will create. Clear? So let's get started. Meanwhile, I'll explain after run this process. So git clone. So git to clone. So I'm going to clone this project now. Okay. Yeah, I have cloned the project now. Okay. Let's go to project directory. Okay. If I run this inside multiple directories are there. First Terraform main EC2. If I run this directory, the project required backend dependencies, VPC required, subnet required, IAM required, everything will take care this Terraform main EC2. Okay. And now, if I run this, the background create like this. VPC and required subnets along with the subnets, RDS also will create. So, and one public server also create from where we can control the things. And inside the server, Jenkins also installed. From there, I can connect a Jenkins server. I can start the process also. Clear? Yeah. So in this project directory, this is for once you log in a Jenkins, inside we have to paste a code, right? Jenkins pipeline code. This is Jenkins pipeline code. And backend inside Docker file is there to generate a backend image. Front end inside also Docker file is there to generate a front end image. And next, EKS Terraform. Create a EKS through Terraform. Next, Kubernetes files. So backend, front end, config map secrets. Next, you can ignore this. First Terraform main EC2. Terraform main EC2 means if you run the background VPC, subnets, RDS, everything will create. You can click here, you can see. Okay, VPC will create, subnets will create, RDS will create. You can create anywhere. See, this is my folder structure. But what I'm trying to do now, I'm creating a one server plus network plus RDS. Your project required, right? So I'm creating. How you can manage your wish? RDS separately you can create. VPC separately you can create. But if I apply now, Terraform apply, everything will create the background. Clear? Yeah, let's get started. AWS configure. Same process already we have done. For what? AWS project. AWS project already done, right? Load balancer, auto scaling, same process. But now Dockerizing, Docker file, not directly deploying server. Clear now? Okay. Let me move here inside the project. So I'm going to run this process. So you can check. This is IAM instance profile. This is IAM policy. This is IAM role. These are the tools what I need to install inside the server. This is the server. This server inside, all tools will be downloaded. The required all tools only. See user data. And next, Kubernetes.sh. So here I'm actually now not required this and all. Argo CDLs I'm installing. Grafana also installing. EBS CSA driver also installing. Actually now add-ons option is enabled. But while when I was creating time, there is no add-on option Kubernetes to add a EBS CSA driver. So we need to install like this. And help. Okay. EBS driver. And next is, but I'm not calling this anyway. We are not using. So outputs, The jump post means a batch node server. This is RDS, creating a subnet groups also. But where is the subnets? Subnet creating inside the VPC, internet gateway, subnets and all, route table and all. Clear now? Let's start the process. Terraform. The name you can change anything, whatever your understanding manner, whatever you want. So Terraform init. Oh, why TF studies run a backend block anywhere? Let's add a provider block once. So region I configure. S3 bucket nourish AWS dev. Why it is expecting? Mhm. Okay. Terraform state. In S3 bucket is there. Let's check. No. Hmm. This is the problem. Okay. So backend, I'm giving this name, but this bucket is not available, right? So if you want, you can create a one bucket. You can give this stateful will be created into the remote. But better, my suggestion is comment this. Every time you need to create a bucket, but you know, right? Process how it will work. That's fine. Terraform plan. Why? So bucket is not available to migrate the state also. Then okay, I'll do one thing. Let's create a bucket. Okay, now 14 to add. 14 to add means VPC, subnets, instance, one Jumbo server, and insert the required things. Okay, let's go for apply. So to create a project, VPC required, right? Subnets required, right? One public server required, right? Why public server? To connect a private servers, means bash and host. But in time being, Jenkins also installing in the public server. But real time, Jenkins will install private server. Remember these 2 points only. But private server configure the load balancer and they can access a Jenkins URL. Okay. I'll change this soon. Enter project files and all. Enter private concept also will implement. Okay, this is fine, right? Now server is creating, right? Server inside Jenkins will install. You can log in a Jenkins. You can start your process. Write a pipeline. First is what? Git clone. Next is build a Docker image. Next is push that image into ECR. Next is create a cluster. Okay, let's go to a document again. This document also there, guys. End-to-end document. Vardhan will share. So explanation, including explanation, also document is there. So EKS Terraform. Here Jenkins files I'm able to see. Why this Jenkins file to create a EKS? Hmm? Which method it is? Hmm? Pipeline is there to what? Run, create a EKS. You can create a EKS directly through Terraform, right? Why Jenkins? I'm controlling through Jenkins only. Understand? Once I log in a Jenkins, if I copy paste this script, pipeline from SCM option is there, right, in the Jenkins. Pipeline from SCM is what? My pipeline script already ready. Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply. It will run automatically. Or local also you can run. If you don't want to create through Jenkins, the EKS, you can run here only directly. Go to EKS Terraform directory, Terraform init and apply. You can do it. But just I'm giving option. Pipeline from SCM is easily we can do it. So what we can do after this, go to this EKS Terraform directory is there, right? Go there and run Terraform init plan apply. Cluster will create. Okay, or run through Jenkins. If you run through Jenkins means go to Jenkins inside, you can write a pipeline to run a init plan apply stages. The pipeline make it ready in the Git. So pipeline already ready, right? then why we need to write a pipeline script inside the Jenkins? Copy from SCM option. Clear what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So RDS also creating now. RDS creating, instance creating. I mean, if you want, you can separate the process. RDS separately you can create your wish. So I'm taking directly RDS as a database, not DBN pod. DBN pod, stateful set, volumes, headless service. We have to use this and all. I will show headless service how it will work. EKS, to create a EKS, the background VPC subnet and all required, right? That prerequisites giving from this directory. So first, let it complete this process, only the network will create. Then EKS create. Don't create EKS before. EKS process dependency is already there inside this network. Clear. So this is the main code of EKS. So these and all roles and permissions required for, actually I'm giving administrator access, right? Every time you no need to give administrator access. These and all access are required. Actual access, policies and all. Autoscaler permission to create autoscaler. EKS node group also required for permissions, right? We have EBS volume time we have added, right? The required permissions for node group also I'm giving. These and all just permissions only. Next is what? Creating a VPC, subnets. Now creating a EKS cluster by calling these subnets. Minimum 2 nodes, right? EKS, one node in one subnet, one node in one subnet. So dependency blocks, after create IAM role policy only cluster will create, otherwise role permission issues will come. Creating a node group. Okay, let me explain first. This is completed or not? Still running. Okay, let me explain now. So guys, in Terraform, we have a 2 resource blocks to create a cluster. Remember, first resource block represents a cluster. The background subnet and all. See, cluster is combination of control node and worker nodes. To create a cluster, how many subnets are there? I'm giving these subnets by using data block. Okay. And cluster also role required, right? Cluster level role required, right? So cluster level role, EKS permissions are required. I'm giving EKS permissions. Okay. After that, I'm creating a node group. Here only we need to pass how many nodes are required and all. Node group here, I'm giving a cluster name. This is the cluster name I'm giving. And now node group name also I'm giving. Which role is required for node group also I have created before. And subnets also I'm calling from this here data block, which subnets are required for node. And capacity is on-demand nodes, on-demand EC2s. Disk size is 20 GB. Instance types are T2.small. And remote access keys. I mean, remote access keys means if you want to connect a node directly. So we can use this SSH keys, already your end is there. And now scaling configurations, a minimum desired state is 2, max size is 4, a minimum size is 1, and max unavailability is 1. Max unavailability 1 means auto scaling group, 1 delete, 1 create, 1 delete, 1 create, right? If node is traffic is more. 1 means 1 by 1 only it will delete. Immediately it won't delete 2, create 2. Just unavailability 1 means changes you can see 1 to 1 only, not 1 to many. Okay. Yeah, these are the dependency roles. Very easy node group creation process. So cluster name, these are the permissions, subnet IDs, disk size, instance type, and give a how many instances are required. This is cluster. So these are all required VPC subnet and IAM role and policies. If you don't want to give these many roles and permissions, simply give administrator access. But this is real-time what and all permissions are there. I'm just mentioning over there only. Pod auto scaling group is concept of inside the Kubernetes, not Terraform, right? See, while creating a cluster, we have to take care how many nodes are required. So Terraform will take care. But pod auto scaling depends on the traffic, how Terraform will monitor the load and give a different pods. That is inbuilt activity. Self-healing is not related to Terraform. RDS still creating. Okay, guys, I'll do one thing. Let it create a RDS. Let's go to instance now. Maybe instance is created, right? Refresh. No instance not yet created. So definitely, if you can see, to understand a EKS main EC2, if I want to run here, I'm not creating a, see, I'm not creating any subnets. I'm not creating any VPCs. I'm calling only data blocks. That means somewhere VPC subnets are created. Somewhere means now I'm running, right? Terraform main EC2 here only. This folder structure you can change how you like. First RDS create something, your wish. The background required, I'm creating only. So why RDS is there in the main EC2? You can separate it. Clear? But agenda is what? I need to create a network and database and cluster, nodes, pod. How you can create your wish through Terraform. For example, now cluster I want to run now. I want to create a cluster, but it should complete, right? Why RDS dependency is there? RDS still creating. What you can do? Separate RDS. Separate RDS from this. Create a network first, then create a cluster, then run RDS. Quickly complete. No need to wait till now, till complete RDS. Clear what I'm trying to say? Both are independent, right? Cluster, RDS, network. Your wish. Any question, student, tomorrow only project level you can ask. Monday onwards, I will start Ansible. Okay. Enter next week, enter Ansible only. Ansible also very important concept, guys. I mean, DevOps system engineer. If anyone want to, apply a system engineer role, mainly focus on Ansible. But DevOps, Docker, and Kubernetes area not required Ansible. Why? Nodes are very less. Understand? EC2 are 2, 3 only. So Ansible is not required. Okay, still creating, huh? Why it's taking much time? Let's go and check RDS. It's okay, about to complete. You have to see two yellow banners where it is. Uh, this is not related to errors. Almost completing now. Which process is better to create RDS? Yes, not at all. Everything Terraform, no AWS console. I'm not going to create anything in AWS console now. See, everything through Terraform only. Now, no new tools are coming into the market. The new tools are actually, if you do modifications in remote, drift will come, right? When you run a Terraform plan, how to manage the drift? Same changes you can add in your source code. Then zero changes. But the tools are automatically update your code into your desired state, main.tf. Do changes directly remote, the changes will update automatically main.tf to maintain a drift. Yeah. In general, we are also, for example, the ticket is emergency, for example. They need emergency the changes. We can go and search where is the Terraform file and run, it will take more time. So simply we can do manually first in the console, the change. We have to manage into the Terraform code to maintain the zero drift. Otherwise, other person can give a complaint on you. While doing my changes, other changes are going to impact here. Why this is happen? So you may give a reply to them. Actually, one person is raised a ticket, so emergency. So we have did a changes manually in the console. Then you need to change into the Terraform code also, right? They may ask the question. Yeah, that's right. You have to do it. Clear? But now new tools are already coming into the market. As I said, Control Monkey and all. Automatically code also updated. If you do changes remote, direct updated in the code. Yeah. We need to do some configurations. I don't know the process. We need some KT sessions on this from the vendor. I think next week maybe the KT. I'll explain to you also. Available. Take workshop. Yeah, sure. But this, I think it's not free tier to show. Okay. Anyway, I'll give something insights on this. I think now instance is RDS is completing. Now instance may be creating. Yeah, this is available state now. So guys, I don't have any rush to complete the task and something. We'll discuss slowly. This is very important phase. Okay, if you're not focused, I'll complete quickly means here you may struggle how to complete a project. So I don't have any rush to complete this. Recently batch started at 7:30, right? Again, 9 a.m. if I start immediately, no one will come. 7:30 only will go, sir. We'll attend 9 also, we'll attend 7:30. I'll give some break in between 1 month at least. So I'm free. Slowly we'll discuss. Okay. We can see a different projects also. Sorry. Hmm. Troubleshooting. Which troubleshoot? No, no, which that's what troubleshoot means. Which troubleshoot? Regarding infrastructure, yes. Yeah, yes. You just understand Terraform is a creation of resources. That's it. Troubleshoot means what? Your instance is not accepting a traffic. Check Terraform code SG group is enabled or not. I'm going to plan a one session workshop actually, Kubernetes troubleshoot everything. So that session may help. One question will come on that session. I think you know something, if pod is not creating, where to go and check. But the session dedicatedly I'll explain only the troubleshoot activities. Your AML file is not updated, pod is not created, pod is failed, something whatever it is. How to check your logs. Already I discuss in the regular class, but again I'm going to brainstorm on this so easily we can. So this Sunday also workshop is there, right? I need to check actually they will give permission or not for this Sunday. New batch is going to start 28th from other trainer. If I take workshop, maybe the impact is there. I don't know. I'll confirm on this. Why it is taking time? That's what unnecessary dependencies I have created. If RDS creates separately, network will create separately, means quickly completed. So unnecessary dependencies. I need server only, not required RDS now. But after create RDS only server may be creating. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. సార్ ఇప్పుడు నాకు లాస్ట్ టైం వర్క్షాప్ తీసుకున్నాను సెక్యూరిటీ సర్వీసెస్, అవి కంటిన్యూషన్ ఉంది, మరి తీసుకోవచ్చా? అని ఇంపాక్ట్ అవుతుందా? పర్లేదు కదా, అంతే న్యూ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది కదా, అందుకని అడుగుతున్నా. అది నాకు కంటిన్యూషన్ 3 క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి కంటిన్యూషన్, అవి ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది, రిమైనింగ్ 3. అందుకే అడుగుతున్నా, ఈ వీక్ సండే, ఎవ్రీ సండే. ఎవ్రీ సండే ఉంటుందని చెప్పా నేను వాళ్ళందరికీ. మీ ఇష్టం మరి, అంటే ఉమ్, అడిగి చెప్పండి. 20th బ్యాచ్ ఉంది కదా మళ్ళీ, అందుకనే అడుగుతున్నా అంతే. అడిగిన కన్ఫర్మ్ చేయండి సో దట్ నేను వీళ్ళకి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. సో ఐ అప్డేట్ యూ ఆన్ దిస్. ఓ, వాట్ ఇస్ ఎర్రర్? ఇన్వాలిడ్ కీ పేర్. ట్రబుల్ షూట్. Yeah, instance, right? Go to directly instance. Here, the key name variable. The key name I have given. You know, right? How to create key also through Terraform, right? We can give a. So this is not there. That's what. So without key also we can create a server, right? Why we need to worry? So let's do this. If you want to connect server from external, key required. Okay, so you have to give the key. So almost created everything, right? Now it will take not more time, complete quickly. Only this is almost done everything. Yep, key is required. Bash into private is required, but I'm not connecting bash into private. Not required, right? This is not server process, right? Images already deployed through Kubernetes only. We no need to go and run anything. But RDS is required to connect it, insert the data and all. Okay, I'll enable public access and through SQL Workbench, I will give the required things. Done, right? So let's go to the server, Jumphost server already created now. Yeah, created, right? Let's connect now. So this server inside now installed everything, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, everything is installed. How? Through .sh file, user data. Again, you no need to install everything manually. Simply you can do anything. If you want to run Terraform, you can run Terraform also. Okay, maybe taking time installing. Docker, give some time. Now server just now created, right? Installing the package is the background. Okay. So what we can do, we can log in a Jenkins now. Okay. Systemctl status Jenkins. See, Jenkins is active, right? Already installed. So how to log in? Public IP. Jenkins is running public server so that you are logging like this. But Jenkins is running private server. Through load balancer only we can access the dashboard. Okay. But don't say Jenkins will run in public server at all. What is the page ready? I don't think so. Port is enabled. Oh, all traffic given, na? Meanwhile, you can check Docker also may install. Docker installation done. You can check Terraform also. Terraform also done. You can give any name. Okay. So I'm going to create two jobs now. One is for front end, one is for back end. And before that, I need to create one job for what? EKS creation. Cluster need to create, right? So I'm creating EKS. Cluster job. So pipeline. Okay. So which option need to select? SCM. Give the path where the Jenkins file is located. So let's go here. Yeah. Which path I should go? EKS Terraform. So now in this case, this is my repository. Click on the repository. My Jenkins located into the EKS Terraform directory inside. So call your Jenkins file is EKS Jenkins file. Clear what I'm trying to say? And here main.tf is there, backend.tf is there. Your Jenkins file run this two. Clear now? Let me change backend.tf. The bucket name is changed, right? So we have to, you have to take care of this and all. Otherwise, remove, completely ignore backend process. So here you can give something like this, K8 directory name, commit changes. Okay. Different path, right? Region is wrong, right? Inside bucket, we can give different paths for stateful. No need to create a different buckets for that. So main.tf, it will call data blocks. Why data blocks? Both are in different directories. Already created these and all. So calling it data blocks and creating a server. How many nodes? 2 nodes. So how to give now? Let's go to a Jenkins. Remove all the things. So you can ask any question. We'll discuss slowly. As I said, these are very important phases. You can ask any question. Don't hesitate. Okay, first then ఇది కంప్లీట్ చేసేద్దాం ప్రాజెక్ట్ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఛార్జ్కి వెళ్దాం. Okay, script path is where? So SCM git. So repository URL is what? HTTPS. Clear? Credentials not required. This is very important now. Jenkins file. Insert the repository where the Jenkins file located. Insert this directory EKS Terraform inside. Jenkins file name is what? EKS Jenkins file. In this case, definitely you have to mention how to mention EKS Terraform inside EKS Jenkins file. Let's go and check. Same name is EKS Terraform EKS Jenkins file. Okay. Let's see it will work or not. This is what? Main branch. Okay, so I'm saying a pipeline. You can call the Jenkins pipeline script from this repository, from this branch, from this path. It will run the Jenkins file. When it runs the Jenkins file means in that path main.tf something is there, right? It will call, it will run. Configure. Why it is fail? It's running. Okay, stages, pipeline stage we need to install plugin, right? Where should I go? Dashboard, manage Jenkins, plugins. Clear now? So check out from Git, Terraform version, Terraform init, Terraform validate, Terraform plan, Terraform apply destroy. So definitely cluster is going to create, right? You can go and check. Creating. Clear now? So meanwhile, we can focus on one more pipeline. Front end. So sorry. New item. Let it create a cluster. It will take time, right? So like let's create a one more pipeline for front end pipeline, front end deployment. Why? From the code we need to generate image, right? Pipeline. So how to start the process? First is what? Git checkout. Here you can give a git script, git clone. My end already pipeline is there. Better I'll take from. I don't know. Morning 7:30 a.m. bash. 180 members join. All are different countries only. No sleep midnights. Midnight 1, 2 also. Very difficult to handle the things. Okay. I think you are clear this process, right? Git checkout. Give the Git script here. So Docker image build. So that okay. Let's go till here. Better. Copy. Go there. Today one person asked. Today different questions they're asking. Maybe the anxiety, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3, first week. One person is asked me that, can we write a code for internet gateway? I want to develop internet gateway. Which code is better? He asked. This kind of question they're asking. Okay. Yeah. So cleaning workspace means what? Existing Jenkins run is there, right? Cleaning workspace. If you want, you can do it. Next. Otherwise, what will happen? Every time Jenkins will be generated, that will be increase the volume. Cleaning workspace means Jenkins workspace clean every run. Okay. This is what? Checkout from the Git. So you can see same repository. Clear? Next is what? Docker image build. Docker image build, why dir command here? My inside this repository, it should go to client. Inside this repository only build front end. Image name is front end. Why this is? Existing containers, existing everything is, it will be deleted. Not required, right? Existing one. Yeah. Till here clear, right? Build now. So git clone, Docker file already there inside the front end. So build a Docker file. Docker image will generate, right? Next phase is what? Push to ECR, right? That you can add. Any stages you want, you can add. So just I'm showing the process how to work end to end. If you need a sonar gap, you can add. If you need a tree, you can add. If you need a different one, you can add. And you know, right, how to add SonarQube? First, install a SonarQube. Already install SonarQube in this server. Log in there. Create a key, password, right? Configure inside the Jenkins and scan it. I'll show that process also. But first, once again, I'm saying, if you are focusing on a new things, don't create much dependencies. Now your focus will be diverted to SonarQube. But focus is what Docker Kubernetes, how it will work. Yeah, this is success, right? Yeah. That is also correct. If you add more things, they will ask more questions. Don't, yeah, what I'm trying to say, if you give so unnecessarily created one more time. Huh? Okay. If you give a more things to interviewer, they will ask. Okay. Next is what? Let's go for backend also. Control A, Control C. Freestyle, you know, right? How to work? Just individual commands. Yeah. Yes, yes. Here changes are what? Only the changes are what here? This one. This one is backend. Huh? Name is directory name. Here, Clear now? Apply, save. You can run backend also. Meanwhile, I need to create one thing, what? ECR to push the records, right? These are one-time job. We no need to automate, okay? So which name I should give? Front and same name, right? Image name. My image name is front end, right? Same name, repository name also you can create. So that commands we can easily. Next, I'm creating one more repository for backend. Two repositories are clear, right? Click on the front end, view push commands. You can add inside the Jenkins everything. Okay, let me add a one more stage. Backend also done, right? Let's go to front end now. Hey, e case fail. Why? Hmm? Oh, come on. Uh, uh, so keeper is also 10, 10, 10. Oh, where is that? Why am I unable to comment? I delete. If you enable a Git webhook option, automatically run EKS. Clear? Let EKS run meanwhile. Okay, go to ECR. So these and all, right? In this case, what I need to do? Go to front end. I'm going to push this image. Configure. So stage. So these are the two brackets for a main one. So here you can add a stage. Push image to ECR. Okay. So this bracket you can close. So in between you can add everything. Okay. First command is what? Login, right? Let's give sh give. Okay. Next is what again sh. Otherwise, what I can do? Give one sh. Okay. Correct or not? Next command is what? Docker build already done, right? Not required. Next, Docker tag. I think this is Docker tag. Next is what? Next, Docker push. Clear? Is this correct? 3 lines? Huh? No? How to pass? Huh? First and short. No. Like this only, right? Okay. Is this? Clear, no? Same process follow for back end also. So let me apply save. So build again. Now one more stage will come, right? The stage is for what? ECR push. Meanwhile, let's go what else? EK is done now. Front end fail. Why? It's completely, this is curly brace issue. Hmm? Like this? Hmm? 1, 2, 1, 2. Check the logs. Oh, steps missing, right? Steps missing, right? Check the logs and we can see like this. Clear, no? Apply save. Okay, it's running now. Okay. Meanwhile, go to configure. I'll do it for Control C. Are you following? Any questions? You can. What plugins? Which plugins? The plugins are for freestyle job. Manually option enable when you install a plugin only. This is automatically will take. You don't need to install any plugins. Docker build image. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Changes are what here? I think. Cool. Run this one also. So front and back end images build and push to ECR also done. Next is what? Cluster already running, right? Ready stage. Now Argo CD also ready. I have installed in the. So what we need to do? Let's go on check ECR. So back end latest is there. Front end latest is there. Clear now? Next, AML files inside. You need to change this ECR path. Then Argo CD automatically pick and deploy into the cluster. Clear the concept what I'm trying to say now. So before change this ECR path, make it ready your Argo CD. Right? So Argo CD 1016. Okay, quickly we can do. But here we have to take care database credentials and all, right? Okay, I'll do one thing. You can do through Argo CD. I'll show manually. You know, right process how to do it. Yeah. Are required. Okay, can't. Okay. My end Argo CD. Let's install quickly. Before that, create a namespace. These two are what? Names not coming. I think we have to focus. So now, WebCTL. Why? Okay. Still creating. That's what. Active. Check the node groups. Why pods nodes I'm unable to see here? Hmm? Node groups also active. Okay. You can run. Project EKS, right? Okay. Getting. So quickly we can install Argo CD. Yeah, sorry, I did a mistake. Next, what I need to do here? Yes, we have to get secrets to log in, and before that we need to edit a node port. Get SVC. 32745. kubectl get nodes hyphen o wide 32745. Let's go and check nodes. We have to change this source. All traffic given, but hmm? Correct only, right? So taking secrets to log in. This is the password. Decode. Copy. Admin. Password. Sign in. Clear till here? Next, what I need to do? Go to YAML files. There I can give my correct. But before that, we need to check one thing. My RDS details has to pass, right? My RDS endpoint, everything is changed, right? So before that, you have to change here Kubernetes files. So backend will communicate to what? RDS. See, backend will communicate to RDS, DB host, DB username, DB port, DB password, secrets and all there. So where I need to do here, these and all? Secrets config map, right? Let's go to config map. DB name, I need to create before that, right? I think here MySQL already installed. Huh? Let's check. Not there. So my database, public or private? Let me message to team. Okay. So my RDS is running now. Let's go and check. You can take different projects also. Public accessible enable. Okay, perfect. Let's log in this. MySQL workbench. So create here MySQL connect. Hostname means RDS endpoint. And this is admin. Let's go and check the code. Just taking password, also adding here. Let's test the connection. We can use secret manager. Secret manager is to connect RDS, not to run any query. Sorry? Connect to backend only, right? You need to connect RDSC bash host to MySQL-URI, right? You need to go with that option only. Connect to RDS. Correct. Why this is coming automatically? This is new database only, right? Tomorrow class is there. You don't go now also. Wait. Okay, let's keep it as go to script. My script is there. Backend inside test.sql. So control A, control C, go to here, paste it, run it. Clear now? My RD is done now. Let's go to database name is what? Testa. Test. Okay, perfect. Let's go to your configurations backend now. Backend deployment.yml. So image I'm not changing now, or you can change it also, no problem. Okay, let me change image first, backend image. So I'm doing first backend. Okay, so go to ECR. Backend, click on this, take here. So this option also I will show tomorrow how to automate. Okay, so DB host here, no need to change anything right now. Commit changes. Changes are there into the config map secrets only. Let's go to config map.yml. Port number is database is there. No need to change. Same port number, so same. But secret.yml we have to change. Username, password, endpoint. So endpoint, let's go to RDS endpoint. This is RDS endpoint, right? You can encode it. Copy. Okay. Next. Username, admin. Encode it. Copy. Done. Next, password is Rivardhan, right? Let's change password also. Better to check here. Okay. Copy. Copy here. Let's go to here. Done or not? So commit the changes. Clear? Database connection is done. Backend. Next, backend service is what? Load balancer I'm creating anyway. Next, front end. Front end service I'm creating load balancer. But here the changes you need to take care. Okay. Here I have given environmental variable. So here I can give a load balancer URL later. Okay. So let's deploy now first. Okay. So manual also deploy or Argo CD. Anything is fine. Argo CD. Go to Argo CD, new application. Application name you can give test. Project name you can give default. Sync policy automatic. So repository URL. Oh, one thing is missing. You're supposed to say that, right? You guys are not saying anything. Sir, you miss front end. Done. Go to here. Give the repository URL. Copy Kubernetes files. Path is what? Better copy paste. Namespace. kubectl create ns dev. Okay. Otherwise default namespace will create. Sync done, progressing done, all are done. But my issue is there, yeah. Oh, not required. This one, right? Route 53. I have given directly load balancer endpoint. Now load balancer will change, right? I can change in the front end, I can deploy. Understand? I have given hard-coded load balancer URL in my deployment.yml. But load balancer will change now. Service will create a new load balancer. Again, open and redeploy. Now, check here. Front end service. If I try to access, definitely I'll get a why still progressing. Load balancer created, front end. Okay, let's go to check the pods created. So can anyone try from your end? Okay, HTTP is not coming. Okay, but unable to access a backend. Why? Backend load balancer is different, right? Let's go to the backend load balancer. This load balancer I need to add into the deployment.yml of front end. See, copy. This is backend. You can access, you will get a hello response. What happened? Wrongly. Okay, keep as is. Let's go to maybe cache something. What I need to do here? Here I need to change backend load balancer. My backend load balancer is there. Click on the backend. It's not copy paste, maybe before. A, B, Z, something. Copy. Paste. Commit changes, commit changes. Whenever new changes will come, Argo CD will take right automatically in the same path. Immediately, if you need, what we can do? Sync. Done, right? Let's access front end. Wait, sometime. Now, can anyone access? I have given one. Copy. Not coming. Let's go to backend. Backend working or not? Hello response coming or not? Okay. Huh? No. Let me share backend URL also. This is backend URL. Backend is coming. Backend also coming front end. Okay, then go to Jenkins pipelines. Somewhere tag mismatch then. Configure. What is this, guys? Front end tag given where? Where? Here, you know everything wantedly not saying, right? Huh? Huh? ట్రబుల్ షూట్ నాతో ట్రబుల్ షూటా మీకు మీరు వేసుకోవచ్చు కదా అన్నీ see again. Okay, you can try, it will work. Okay, students are waiting, so please share output everyone to the group. If you complete, I will show one few more things. I will add one more stage, second stage, third stage and all, you know. Yeah, clear, right? Process is end to end. Yeah, bye. Okay, no problem. Bye.